Okay, this is a quick video on tables in Google Docs. And the first thing we want to touch on real quickly is why you would choose to use a table. In general, you want to choose to use a table if you are listing things out. Um, Here's an example for you. This is just the New York Times bestseller list for young adult books and the week of August 23rd, 2015. So what you'll notice is this document is going to have three different formats for you. And as a reader, as you look at the first format, this is paragraph format, and it's written in sentences. As you read through this, you'll see that it's a little bit clumsy. It's difficult to find what you're looking for quickly. For example, if I wanted to know who the author of the number 7 book is, I kind of have to keep skimming line by line to find what I'm looking for. If you scroll on down on this document, you'll see that the second format that I put it in is a numbered list. And this is much easier for the reader. Okay? Your eye can quickly go down, find number 7, and then find who it's by, who the author is. So this is better. This is an improvement for the reader. But let's look at the final format that I have for you, and that is a table format. And here's what you'll notice about information like this. This is much easier for the reader to find what they're looking for because the information is set out, rank, book title, and author. It's very easy to just scroll down and see 7. Here is my author. Okay. So your format depends on the information that you're collecting. Lots of times things like schedules or lists or categories work well in tables. So most of you have used tables before, but I want to show you just a couple of quick tips and tricks for tables that will help you with your assignment. So I'm going to switch over to this document, and just real quickly I'm going to come over to the insert menu, and you'll see table here. Okay. So you can get to it from there. You can also get to it from here. There's a table menu. And you'll notice that these parts are grayed out because you don't have a table in yet. So they don't work. So you can either do it from insert or from table. And you tell it how many columns and rows you want. No worries if you mess up. You can easily go here. And you'll see how to insert a row or insert a column. You can also delete rows or columns or the entire table if you really didn't need one. Okay? So that information is all right there for you. You just have to pay attention to where your insertion point is. That's what it's talking about when it says to the left or above, wherever your cursor or insertion point is blinking. Okay, then what you want to do, I'm just going to recreate the one we were just looking at. Rank, title, and author. First thing you notice when you create a table is it evenly spaces out the columns. And we definitely don't need as much space for rank as we do for title and author. So you want to adjust these widths. And the very easiest way to do that is to just hold your mouse over the line between the two columns, click and drag to get the size that you want. And on rank, all we're putting is a number, so that's plenty big for us. We want to further adjust, because this looks a little weird having title really big and then author smaller. So we're going to want to adjust this a little bit as well, just clicking and dragging. Then to make it look nice, to center something inside a table, you can highlight it and just use your regular center alignment button up here. Then you can make it bold, change the size, however you want to do it. One feature that is kind of fun to use on tables is down here on table properties. It allows you to customize how you want things to look. So right now I just have my first row highlighted where it said rank, title, and author. I'm going to make the cell background color something more interesting. So I'm going to choose kind of an aqua color and hit OK. Okay, so you'll see that my headings are set apart now. And then I'm just going to put rank 1, title, I don't remember what it was, Paper Towns by John Green. So I'm going to put, you can hit the tab key and it will automatically give you the next line down. When you hit tab, it takes you to each new cell. Okay, when you're in the last cell of the table and hit enter, it will give you a new line. Okay, so that's the easy way to do that. Okay, the other thing I wanted to point out to you is that under table and table properties, you have borders, and this is where you can do some fun things. You can change the color of your border. You can also change the thickness of it. This is for the entire table, not just for the cell that you're in. It's for the entire table. Thickness is in points, so the bigger the number, the thicker the line. Okay, so if I want to make it pretty thick, I would do like 1.5. And I'm going to hit OK. And you'll see that it made it a little bit thicker. I may even want to make that. I think that would look better, even thicker. So I'm going to go to 2.25 and see how that is. And sometimes you just have to play with it and get the look that you're looking for. Okay. So one other thing that you will need to be able to do on your assignment is something called merge cells. And this is difficult for folks sometimes. Let me show you what the finished one looks like. Okay, notice that all throughout my table, I have 3 columns until I get to the last row, and I just have one big column where I'm typing in a sentence. So to do that, what you have to do is called merge cells, and that allows you to have a row that is still in your table, but instead of having 3 separate columns, it only has 1 column, so that it allows you to put in your sentence. So what you'll do here, you'll notice when I hit table, merge cells is grayed out. It's grayed out because I don't have anything selected. I don't have anything highlighted. So what I want to do is I want to highlight the cells that I want to merge. And to merge means to take something from multiple cells into one cell. So I've got 3 highlighted. Now when I go to table and hit merge cells, you'll see that it's now 1 column. This is still part of the same table, but it's now merged, and I can type my sentence. Okay. So I think that will help you finish your assignment and give you just some tips if you didn't know these already. If you have any questions, let me know.